Next up on the channel, we're here with the BMW i5 Touring. It's the eDrive 40. It's the M Sport pack. We've already had the i5 on the channel. I'll put the link up on the description and on the screen. It was actually in this exact location as well, on Dunleary Pier. I'm not sure if it was as nice a day, but really the element that we're looking at today is the touring part of it. Huge boot, great driving dynamics as always with a BMW. So we're going to have a look around the outside to the inside and then take it out for a drive. Let's get started. Starting off in the front, very in black on black on black. It is fairly imposing on the road, and what I like about it, it has that illuminated kidney grille. I'll put some footage in here now of it. You've got that BMW blue, the anodized blue, which is a signifier for the electric side of things, the I, and then you've got some gorgeous lights on this. Very angular on the front. You've got some side air curtains going on, and you've got the body color and the gloss black, very similar. Fairly aggressive front, no frunk. I'll open it up for you now. And massive, look at the length of it. I mean, this is the fact that it's not a ground up EV, you're getting hangover for stuff like that. And the handle is here, and it's just a big sea of plastic. Massive. You've got the eye over here, fairly imposing on the road. This is the M Sport pack, so you will see some M Sport stuff along the side. We'll go on the sunny side. These are 20-inch eco contacts, and these ones are 245/40 20s on the front with those red brakes, M brakes, and that you can see that blue BMW M pack. So 19s, 20s, and 21s depending on the trim level. This has the pano sunroof, even though you wouldn't tell with it being in the black, gloss black with the indicator, and the 360-degree camera, very nice. Gloss black cladding down along the bottom. Flush door handles, keyless entry, keyless start. Gloss black B-pillar, roof rail, 100 kgs. Charging, 11 kilowatt is standard, and you can get 22 kilowatts. It's an 80.6 or 81.4, over 80 kilowatt hour battery, WLTP of 535 on this model, and you're getting real world maybe around that 450. If you drive it conservatively, over the guts of 500, I'd say, and then on a motorway, you're probably down in the early 400s. 200, over 200 kilowatt on DC, 10 to 80% in 26 minutes, and the average of that 10 to 80% is about 135 kilowatt hours. Yeah, it's fairly imposing on the road. Black, somebody I was with this week said reminds them of a bit of a hearse. I don't think it does. It's got that bit of a sportier roofline on the rear of it. So starting price of the regular starting price of the regular i5 is 86.5. This is the M Sport, so it's 96.5, and there's 17,000 euros worth of extras on this, bringing it up to just one over 113,000 euros. Length, it's just over 5 meters long. It's got that 3 meter wheelbase. It's 1.5 meters tall, and then it's got 1.9 meters wide. So she is long and she is definitely wide. Let's have a look at what really makes the i5 Touring something that you'd consider. Is it the ultimate dad car? You've got your flat shark fin aerial, you've got your high level brake lamp, you've got your window wiper, and then you've got that anodized blue again. i5 signifier on the left hand side, and on the right hand side then you've got your trim level. So this is the eDrive 40, you're going to get xDrive because this is rear wheel drive, and then you're going to get the M60 version, which is the electrified M power tail lift. And then inside in here, got that lovely flat boot sill with those scuff plates. It's got 570 litres. So you've got that retractable. It is absolutely massive. 40, 20, 40. You've got the ability to knock down the seats up here. And then this guy, it knocks them all down nearly flat. I'll show you that in a second. You've got 12 volt. You've got some shopping bag hooks. You've got some storage, and then a tiny bit of subfloor, a bit of cargo netting going on in there. This parcel shelf can hold halfway and then hold full way, and then you just strap it back all the way. Let me show you these flush door handles. They're actual, you can see it's not exactly flat, but the standard is 570 litres, and then if you drop it up, it's over 1500 litres, so lots of space there. And you can put that back up without the seatbelts being caught. Handy to the ability to drop the seats from the boot if you needed it to. Gorgeous seats as well. And so up here you also have the ability to lock and close, which is always a nice feature. In the rear, good wide opening doors. And then you have these gorgeous Bauer & Wilkins speakers and speaker grills you can see here. And then I'll show you what that looks like coming down. The one thing I don't like about the BMWs of late is this opposite door handle. It's that hockey stick. It's like that Hofmeister kink, but it's the upside down version of it. I don't like it. Big door pocket, which is great. Now in the rear, that seat is set for me. You've got these gorgeous seats with the M Sport colours on the seat belts, 2 Isofix, 3 seat belts. You've got your armrest, and you've got Isofix in the rear as well with those handy covers. Transmission tunnel, because it isn't a ground up EV like we talked about on the outside. We close this door. So there's a fairly substantial, it's all the way up there. You've got your quad zone, that's part of the tech pack, I believe. Climate control, you've got 2 USB Type-Cs. And I know Mark in Nobby on Cars had one of these, and he had something on the back seat and it slid forward, and he had a bit of fun with that rear screen. You've got your HVAC vents, and BMW do this kind of attachment thing. So USB Type-Cs, and you can put like a tablet holder there, or you can put a coat hanger, etc. So it's just for their accessories. We would have seen that originally on the iX. Up in the rear then you have your coat holders, and then you've got your reading lights, your coat hook there as well, and your grab handle, 4 grab handles in it. Head height. Let me try and squeeze my feet around my... Let's do the feet first actually. Knees, lots. There's a nice curve, and then feet do go in underneath. And then head height, I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters, lots, and especially with that, and that's a roof limer there, so we'll actually knock that back so you can see what it's like. Turn that around there. So it's a full pano sunroof, and it goes all the way, keep going, keep going, keep going, well over your head. So look at that, gorgeous. Again, an optional extra, but definitely worth it. And when you lock the car, a really smart feature is that it actually auto retracts the blind so that it's so that it doesn't get too hot in the car. That's the rear of the i5 Touring. Up to the front is very similar to the regular i5. On the door, you've got that Bauer & Wilkins. Then you're starting to see this crystal ambient light stuff going on. 2 presets, central locking, and then you've got your mirrors on the doors. You've got the retracting, and you can set them, your 4 window controls, and then the ability to lock it in the rear. So how far down does that rear glass go? All the way, nice. And then the ability to open that power tail lift. Decent sized door bin as well. These seats are gorgeous. They're heated, ventilated, and you've got lumbar support, the ability to raise and lower them. Inside then you've got that gloss carbon fiber trim. You can see it over here. Wouldn't be the biggest fan of it. You've got your crystal ambient light that goes all the way across, so you can see from the passenger door all the way across. Bit of a jump down, this massive wide screen. And then you've got your driver infotainment cluster. You've got your 3-spoke chunky BMW with that M Sport steering wheel. Left hand side is audio stuff. Right hand side is your cruise control. Very clean, very crisp. That blue for BMW. You've got your boost button here. We'll talk about that out in the drive. You've got your lights and indicators on the left hand side, and you've got your wipers on the right hand side. And you've got the ability to move up and down, in and out on the steering wheel. Nice little M badge there. So driver cluster, let's turn it on. So you'll sit in and it activates, but you still have to hit the start button. And you can see here, then you can have a number of different screens. There's your speed, and there's your how much power you're taking or putting in. It's 20 degrees outside, it's just gone 9 a.m. here, and I've got 231 kilometers with a 54% battery, so that 450 to 500 is what I've been achieving. You've got a head-up display up there as well that you can customize, like all BMWs. So your light section is over here, automatic, your fog lights, etc. And you've got these very interesting directional movers. So you do it down here and then it comes out up here. And you have also the ability to adjust how open or closed it is digitally and increase the fan speed. On the actual driver entertainment screen itself, you've got a large screen. You've got lots and lots of apps, lots of tiles, probably too many probably. Infotainment is narrowed down, and then vehicle stuff is there. We're going to go with with charging. You can see you can also precondition the battery if you put in a destination, or you can override it and just precondition it. You've got dual climate control, and you can see here you've got heated, ventilated, etc. seats. You can control the climate down here as well from shortcuts. The ambient light, I've set it there for Nevo Blue, but if you put on the hazard lights, you can see it'll blink. And also when you open the door and it picks up a car coming up alongside, it'll turn this ambient light strip into flashing blue. You've got one ventilated Qi wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders, and then you've got that central with the crystal dial, that's a selector, some shortcuts up here, navigation, media, your volume control, my modes, bit of gloss black going on, automatic hold, electronic handbrake. You've got your mode selector. There's 2-stage regenerative braking, B mode for more aggressive regen braking, and then D mode is adaptive, so it starts to look at traffic around itself. It knows the maps that you're coming up to a roundabout. There's that. And then over here, you've got your butterfly, decent sized glove box. Up there, full of stuff. And then the seats, yeah, they're gorgeous. You can see this got that ventilated, perforated, and it's got the adjustable lumbar thigh support. And that's that pano sunroof again. Headroom as a driver, loads. Yeah, real nice. I think that's pretty much everything on the outside and the inside. We're going to take it out for a drive. Stick with it. The Nevo Electric Vehicle Show is back in partnership with Bank of Ireland. The show's second instalment will take place in the RDS Simmons Court on the 10th of November 2024. Building on the sold-out success of the previous show, this will be Ireland's largest ever motor show. Experience all things e-mobility with over 30 manufacturer brands displaying over 80 electric vehicles, the latest in charging and energy solutions, engaging discussions with industry experts, exhilarating test drive experiences, and captivating live vehicle demonstrations. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. What's it like driving the BMW i5 Touring? So start-stop, as I mentioned, it's keyless entry, keyless start. So you'll hear the Hans Zimmer sound come in. Very electrifying. It also has gesture control. You can see on the screen it's turning up or turning down the actual bit of a gimmick, but when I drove the BMW iX and the i4, iX, I had it at the time, once I got used to it, you get used to it. So there's a full BMW electric playlist on the channel if you're interested in other BMWs, and at some stage we hope to have the Audi A6 Avant, and we've already had the Cross Turismo Porsche on the channel. More Porsche content coming to the channel soon as well. So we are going into D mode, which is the adaptive cruise control. That panoramic sunroof is absolutely gorgeous. Actually, put it back into park and just run through some of the stats as before we drive off that we haven't covered already. It can tow up to 1,500 kgs. The weight of the car itself is 2,255 kgs, and you can definitely feel it. It's a large vehicle. And it's a 250 kilowatt electric motor on the rear axle, giving you 340 PS, 430 Newton meters of torque. The M60 starts at 120 odd thousand euros if you want that all-wheel drive version. Do you need it? Probably not. Large, chunky steering wheel. So the seats, gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And the fact that they're cooled in weather like today makes it even better. as I talk about it, I'm going to do it. Even though it's 9:20 in the morning, it's 21.5 degrees. Yeah, lovely. Plenty of power. I don't know why you'd want more. It's got that sign recognition as well, so when you come up to a stop sign, when you come up to traffic lights, so it'll know that these traffic lights are red, and it'll also give you a little beep to let you know when those traffic lights have turned green. Yeah, it's been great all week, in fairness to it. Efficiencies, connected drive, live vehicle. Values. Since the 15th of July, it has been doing an average of 18.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So extrapolate that out to your just over your 80 kilowatt hour, you're going to be going between 450 and 500 kilometers. So the WLTP of 535 is actually not too unattainable. Super smooth. That low center of gravity as well is lovely. But as I said, you can feel that it's heavy. Quiet enough-ish. It's single pane glass in the windows and the doors in the front. I think in the rear as well. And so sometimes you can hear an element of road noise. I think there's acoustic glass that you can upgrade to. You've got your blind spot. Decent visibility out the rear as well. Again, all depends if you've got a middle passenger. But I'm actually starting to see more and more estates, touring, combi, sports tour, whatever you want to call them, on the road as of late. And a good friend of mine, Cormac, has a nice Volvo V90. Lots of Mercedes around. And I'm just wondering, the fact that Mercedes-Benz have gone for the EQE and the EQS, and then the EQE, EQS SUV, that they haven't gone for a shooting brake. Will it be in the works? Are they decided, you know what, nobody else is interested in shooting brake in electric Mercedes land? Are they missing a trick? Because just this week, I've had the BMW, and over the past coming days, we've had the announcement of the Audi A6 e-tron Avant. Beautiful looking. So looking forward to seeing what that is like versus this. Similar price, similar country of origin, but that's based on a brand new PPE platform. Ground up electric, isn't going to come in combustion engine to my knowledge, whereas this has that transmission tunnel in the back. Now it's still a 3-meter wheelbase, so it's still decent, but the takeoff is good on this. The brakes are great. That little beep about the green light. Yeah. There's very little faults with this car. Infotainment screen is a bit busy. The price is a bit much, but yeah, it's gorgeous. Overall, it's a really nice place to be. Plenty of power, great space, good practicality, great fit, finish, premium feel. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, share this video to somebody that you think might be going for an electric SUV, and say, have you thought about an estate? And they mightn't even realize there's an electric estate out there. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, there's going to be another video up on the screen that hopefully you'll enjoy too.